Hello, this is Dr. Stephanie, the founder of Your Healing Place and the author of From Panic to Empowerment books. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever spoken to someone that you love on the phone and you heard something in their voice and you called them on it? You said, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you sad?" They go, "I'm not sad." Or, "Why are you angry?" "I'm not angry." Well, yeah, you are, because I can hear it in your voice. What you were able to detect was the vibration of notes that were missing in the voice, and your brain interpreted it as an emotion. That's what we're going to talk about today. Another aspect of Evox in the form of voice mapping or voice reframing. And I'd like to tell you about that to help you move in another direction of from panic to empowerment in your health. So let's get started. In a couple of videos prior to this one, I showed you the Zyto hand cradle. I use the Zyto hand cradle in my practice as a virtual experience now. In the light of COVID-19, I'm not able to bring clients into my practice, and I still want to be able to create that same level of service that I've been able to give my clients for the past 15 years as their natural health coach. So what I'd like to talk about today is the power of understanding the impact your emotions has on your organs or on your body. Now, you might be saying to yourself, "Wow, that's deep. Is that real?" Yes, it's real. If you look anywhere else on the internet, you will find more information about the Zyto experience. But for here, right now, I'm explaining to you how we do it at Your Healing Place. And so the Evox, or the reframing system, is all about detecting your emotions by just putting your hand on the Zyto hand cradle. And when I'm using the voice reframing technology, what it allows me to do is to pick up the vibrations of your voice pattern. From the vibrations of your voice pattern, it's able to detect where you are on an emotional spectrum. So there are 12 sectors in a grid that explains the particular differences in emotions, like your sense of responsibility versus your overwhelmness, or the different dichotomies that happen with emotions. And sometimes we understand that there's an emotional disconnection in ourselves and we don't understand where it's coming from. Well, when you are a child, you are exposed to a lot of different things. And the things that you're exposed to create emotional, I call them aberrations. And those emotional sticking points is what drives your subconscious throughout your entire life. Now, what happens is, if the sound of your voice is connected to an emotion that has impacted you in a way that would support low thyroid function, or high blood pressure, or even reproductive problems, the technology in the Evox will be able to identify it. And what it does essentially is, through voice mapping, it recalibrates that information to give you a new vibration to help you deal or settle into a new reality. Now, I know it sounds like just crazy over the top, but I guarantee you that it works. You can find, like I said, other videos explaining this topic, but how I use it in helping my clients specifically move from panic to empowerment. And that's the name of the book that I've written, From Panic to Empowerment: How to Stop Pain and Disease from Taking Over Your Life by Connecting Spirit, Mind, and Body. Now, that's a nice cliche, but it's difficult to connect those components of who you are without a roadmap. And the roadmap that I use is the Evox. So I can see what's going on in your spirit, in your mind, and in your body, all at the same time, but I pull individual reports. But back to the Evox, specifically voice mapping or voice reframing, it really takes the energy of your signature of your voice, which you heard from your friend on the telephone, and through a input from your hand, it recalibrates the energy. And over time, as we talk about what you're experiencing through the device, it will allow you to have what we call a releasing pattern or a dynamic shift. A releasing pattern just says the emotion that was trapped in your subconscious is now in the forefront and it's released. Now, once it's released, what you and I do together is we have a coaching session to help you solidify what the release was, and also make sure that you don't allow triggers to come back and forth to haunt you. That's a whole nother concept. But at the end of the day, what I'd like for you to understand is you are onto something when you can pick up an emotion through someone's voice. The Evox technology just takes it a whole nother step further. Not only is able to identify it, but is able to use the technology to recalibrate it as you speak into the device. Now, I've skipped a whole bunch of stuff. If you'd like to connect with me personally so we can talk about your emotional experiences that you believe Evox could support you with, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. But also in the description, you'll see that I offer a Zoom wellness experience, which means you and I get to talk face-to-face on Zoom, and I get to explain to you in real time what this technology can do for your wellness journey. Remember, wellness is not just about what you eat and drink and run and, it's about your spirit, mind, and body. And you can't be well without dealing with every aspect of those three components of who you are. So if you're looking for a natural health coach and you need support and you understand that there is a very deep emotional connection to something that you're unable to release, then maybe the Evox technology is for you. You just use the Zyto hand cradle, put your hand on it. Remember, it's called galvanized skin testing or galvanized skin response, and we will be able to support your moving in the direction of wellness as we continue to move from panic to empowerment. So I look forward to sharing additional information with you whenever you're ready. I'm Dr. Stephanie. It's been an absolute pleasure to connect with you. Until next time, be well.